Welcome back to this episode of the Farmer Gregg Show. And I got something neat I want to show you. But first, before I do that, you remember on our last episode, I told you about the piano. I have sold one. Oh, well, and I was going to try to click on that. Here we go. You hear? Well. No. I'm trying to. I can't get off the trailer though. I'm inside the. Okay, well let's come up here to this and run back down here to the piano because I was spawning in that trailer there. Well, I know there's a doorway here. There we go. Turn the light on. You see the piano here is about 76% done. This is the second one. And when it's completely finished, you get $90,000. Now, I want to show you something else that I didn't discover, but a friend of mine has he has a YouTube channel, Driver53, figured this out. You know how I told you couldn't hire a worker or use this harvester, because this one here, the driver one, because you had to hire a worker. Well, the hire worker would skip and there's no tank on it. Well, my friend Driver53, shout out to you, figured it out, and I'm going to show you what it is. Let me first go in the mod hub, or in the shop here, and I'm going to show you what he figured out. This thing right here, Global Goods, it's mobile transport bag. Anything can go in them. They have two different kinds, one for liquid and one for solid. And when I say anything, it looks like near about everything, including the new crops on the premium expansion here. I'll let it scroll so you can see. See, there's one, there's carrots, beets, and the parsnips. It even holds wood. Look at there. I don't know if it holds the pallets, whatever the wood that you make the piano with. I think it does. I think there's some right there. Anyway, we'll find out sooner or later. But they're interesting because here's what you do. First off, let me take the straps off of these. And I had them stacked on top of one another because I finished the carrot field across the road over here. I got 213,000 liters of carrots in this field 32. Now, not just the part that says 32. Remember, last episode I told you I had plowed up this side and made a bigger field of it on both sides of the creek bed. And I finished planting everything, the field, and I fast forwarded it and I harvested the carrots, and that's what I got. Now, if we look at the come down to the growth map, you're going to notice 4 spots. Well, yeah, looks like, and I tried to get those spots out. It glitched for whatever whatever reason they glitched. Couldn't get them out. So that's about as clean as you're going to get. And that was silty clay. I mean, it was oh, let me go back. Yeah, see, it's all silty clay. 52 is about 90% silty clay. So, and I got, let's see what the yield look like on it. Yellow, which is, and so a little bit of red there, but mostly yellow, which is around 85-90%, looks like, closer to 90 which is pretty doggone good. And that silty clay, if you read the Precision Farming, it is the worst stuff, the soil to plant in. You're not, the best is that gray, the loam, like it's in 53 and on the corner here of 52. So how does those bags work? Studio 82 made those. If you know him, he does a lot of the TLX stuff. He's a modder. He's the one made these things. And genius as he is, he's kind of like another friend of mine that has a YouTube channel, DJ Gohan. You know, Gohan's known for spawning stuff. And all you do, watch this. I got to get up there where I can get to it now. You can pick them up. Well, I got both of them. I'm going to set them both down on the ground so I can just get one at a time. Even when they're full, they each hold 200. Let me show you. I didn't even show you that. I jumped past that. You can use either. I like using with the metal frame, and here's why. Because see how it gets full? Without that metal frame, it's going to be a little harder to see. It gets about, this picture you're looking at here is full at 200. It gets even with that top ring on that metal, which makes, because I'll show you all that in a minute. But when you go in, it's where it says capacity. Make sure you got it set on Unreal. Come down there and you can turn the metal any color you want, imaginable. I mean, pink, old Citadel, that's what that is. White gold, I mean, I like black myself. Jet black is what I actually use black haze just to make it look worn a little bit, you know. And if you see on the top of the bag there, one side says discharge, one side says auto load. That auto load side is what you're going to use to gather. And you see on the left hand side it says 200 M. That means 200 metric tons or 200,000 liters. There ain't a field on console that's you're going to get that much out of. Well, I ain't going to say there ain't a field, because there may be if you go on I forgot the name of that map now that has them huge 104 acre fields or whatever. You might, and you plant them crops, you might get it. But it's, anyway, when you discharge, you put that side next to your silo, and it'll automatically, when you pull up under the spout, it's going to say and discharge. But when you're loading it on here's the tricky part, part one of the tricky part anyway. Take it over, and I'm going to leave that one. Wait a minute, I need to set that one off the field because I don't want it in the way. If I need this, I needed it on that field of carrots. I don't know if I'm going to need it with the parsnips. I just set it right there. I put it back on the trailer and move it. But I'm going to take this one. I'll show you. It's a real easy way of doing. You see that arm in the distance on that harvester? Let me get to it. You want to put the auto load as close to that, up on top of that harvester, as close to that arm as you can. I'll show you. And you're probably saying, well, how in the world are you going to get this thing up there? I'm going to show you. I'm going to set it down. And what I want to do is pick it back up now. Hold L1 and then turn it and then drop it. No. And then I'm going to pick it up like that. And that's how I'm going to put it on the... I'll show you. You walk up here and you set it up there. Then you come to the front. Make sure the head of the harvester is up. You can climb right up here, get on top of the cab, pick it up, and you just put it. Well, it ain't quite lined up. Well, right there. Now, here's a note to you. When you're doing this, you can't strap it down. It will slide some. You have to watch it. So now I'm gonna get in the harvester, and I turn my lights on because I can see the rows better, even though it's daylight. Down there where them heads are, it's kind of dark. So, and you see, I got got it with the auto load side next to that arm. I'm gonna drop the head now, and let's run a little bit. Now I want you to see what it does. You see the green coming up, and it looks like it's gonna dump out on the ground, but it ain't. This is parsnips I'm harvesting. Now let's stop and go up there and see what it's in. Well, I might need to put the head up. No. See down there it says, you can see it going in there. Lizard Goods Global, already 476 liters. You got it lined up right. And you never have to stop. You never have to stop. Unless once you get it full, then you can pick it up by hand. And this harvester goes 5 miles an hour. You can hire a worker with that, it will work. But again, what I told you on the last video, hiring the worker may not be the best thing in the world because they do tend to skip. The only thing about this head on this thing that I don't like, it shifts back left and right, and sometimes in doing that it'll skip and miss a thing of crop or whatever. It'll miss some crop. Now you notice there's no way you don't know how much you got in there. You can't. It's not showing you that because you got that on there. To check it, you'll have to get out and check it every so often. When we get to the end of the row here, I'm gonna jump out and check it again. I'll pick the head up. It'll be easier for me to get. Let me back up here a minute. Okay, yeah. Let me pick the head up. Now I want to look at one other thing on this map. Let's see what that pass looks like. See how clean it looks. Did I miss? See, that's clean. Alright, I'm gonna see, you already got 5,590, almost 6 metric tons in there already. This bag will grow, and like I say, it'll get round offers over the top of that first metal ring. And when you're turning, I don't like, you can go back and forth like that, but I like to go to the other end of the field, like other side of the field like this, and just line up and go back. Pick the head up. I don't know whether these bags will work on that smaller harvester. I hadn't tried that yet. It may be too big, but this turns out good. I'm probably going to sell that smaller harvester anyway. Here we go. Parsnips are not going to harvest as much as carrots. No, the yield ain't as heavy. One bag will probably be enough on this. But I got 213,000 liters or 213 metric tons of carrots off that field that's divided up by the creek bed over there that I bought, field 32. Incredible. I harvest every bit of it with this. Well, yeah. Well, about 95% of it. I did use that one row. I went back and went over it in some places where this head, like I told you, it moving left to right, it missed a few. That's why I'm looking at the map there to see that it's clean purple swipe behind me. Am I getting? Okay, yeah. Alright, pick it up. I'm gonna see what that looks like now. It looks clean, don't it? Yep. I'm gonna step out and see how much we got on here. Uh-oh. Let me lower the head down here. Let me step out here now, because I saw something there a minute ago. I didn't know whether. Okay, it's just not. Okay, I thought it was already 1,000, but it ain't. It's just 900. Okay. If it was, then parsnips would be horsing awful heavy. By the time I get it to this end, there'll be 1,000 in there, I'm sure. You can hit cruise control. And like I say, that bag holds 200,000 liters or 200 metric tons. And they're only $1,000 to buy one. I mean, Studio 82 did a good job with that mod. Have to give him credit. And again, Driver 53 figured this out. I happened to be watching, or my friend of mine was watching his video and told me about it. And I tried it out last night, and yesterday rather, and sure enough, wham bam, thank you ma'am. There you go. All right, it should be over 1,000 in there now. Yep, now it's showing 7,000. I don't get that. 7,033. It jumped from 9. Something weird. How do you jump from? See, now that's. Okay. Anyway, let me go over here and line up, but that's how you do it. Now this harvester here is not cheap. It's, I think, $600,000 or $700,000, but you can lease it for about 30. But now we have a way of doing it all ourselves on console, thanks to Driver 53. Check out his YouTube channel as well. Oh, I didn't turn the lights off. Let's see what it's saying now. 7,033, yep. I don't know what that... Alright. Okay. But anyway, that's how you do it. And you just leave it sitting there, and if you don't drive crazy, you can do it. But this is Farmer Gregg saying, until next time, see ya.